The food court at Costco offers a full menu of cheap, filling, and dare we say, really good food. But if you've never dined at Costco, there are a few things you should know ahead of time to help maximize the experience. The right to eat at a Costco food court used to be considered one of the perks of Costco membership and not an option for the general public. But if you're not the kind of person who wants to shop in bulk and you're just in for the food court, it's going to take a lot of hot dogs to make the $60 annual membership fee worth it.
Got tons of it at Costco. You see, I've got an exclusive membership card. And with that card, I get access to the whole place.
You might think that you would need that shiny membership card to gain entrance to the Costco food court, but it turns out that's not the case. A Costco representative confirmed to Cooking Light in 2018 what we all secretly hoped was the truth, as the food court is indeed open to all members of the public. If your local Costco has an outside food court, you can just walk right up to the window and place your order, no questions asked. But if you're visiting a location with an inside food court, it's likely that you'll need to enter through the exit to find that glorious display of cheap eats. If there's any doubt about where to go, just ask an employee at the door. They'll be happy to point you in the right direction. If you find yourself standing in a long checkout line at Costco, you may feel discouraged by the prospect of having to wait in yet another line just to place an order at the food court. After all, after you've waited to put $400 worth of spaghetti sauce onto your battered and broken debit card, the notion of repeating the whole process just to add another $1.50 to your tally can seem discouraging. Fortunately, there's a solution. If you know what you plan to order at the food court, you can politely ask your cashier in the warehouse store to add your food items to your main order. Then you can march over with your receipt and show it to whomever's working the counter at the food court. Just like that, you've got a full stable of bulk pantry items and a delicious, ready-to-eat hot dog all in one transaction, without risking further injury to your card-swiping hand. If you think a stop at the Costco food court could be part of a commitment to a healthy lifestyle, you're probably barking up the wrong tree. The pizza is pretty much comically bad for you. So is Costco's signature chicken bake, which is basically a Hot Pocket-esque mashup of chicken breast and bacon, all bound together by rivers of melted cheese and Caesar salad dressing. Costco doesn't publish the nutritional information for its food court items online, though they do offer printouts in person. In terms of total calories per serving, Spoon University has identified the pepperoni pizza, hot turkey and provolone sandwich, and the chicken bake as the worst offenders. A single slice of pepperoni pizza clocks in at 710 grease-soaked calories, which elevates a snack into full meal territory pretty quickly. The hot turkey and provolone sandwich comes in at 730 calories, which is quite a lot for a post-shopping lunch. Somehow, the chicken bake is even worse, carrying a calorie load of 770, which is a pretty sizable portion of what the average person should eat in an entire day. If you've got a busy day planned, you may not think that you have time to sit down to a freshly baked hot pizza. After all, at most pizza places, you have to place your order, then wait around as it cooks and then gets put into a box or onto a metal tray. Most of the time, having a pizza is a process that takes at least a half hour, and that's without even factoring in the time it takes to eat it. But that's not the case at Costco, where they've got pizza prep down to a record-breaking science. Balls of thawed dough are loaded onto sheeters, which automatically press the dough into perfectly round, thin pizza shapes. The dough is transferred to perforated pans and then placed under a pizza sauce squirting robot that rotates the dough and ensures even coverage. The entire pizza prep process can take less than 30 seconds, which means that if you're hankering for some cheesy, saucy goodness, Costco can take care of you right away. Even if the trays of ready-to-serve slices are empty, all hope isn't lost. Just ask the cashier when more slices will be ready, and it'll probably be a lot quicker than you'd expect.
Pizza! Pizza, pizza, going tummy, me so hungry, me so hungry.
While the wait time for a slice of Costco pizza may be incredibly short, that's not always the case for an entire pie. There have to be slices ready for that long line of pizza fans, meaning there's not always an entire extra pie to spare. But if you don't want to wait around for your pizza to cook, you can game the system somewhat by ordering ahead of time and planning your day around your pizza. That's pretty much how most of us are living our lives anyway. As reported by Taste of Home, Friday and Saturday nights tend to be prime pizza time at Costco. During these evenings, customers can expect at least a 20 to 30-minute wait for pizza. But if you swing by the food court before you do the rest of your shopping, you can place your order and have it bubbling away in the oven while you pick up everything else on your shopping list. If you time it just right, you'll be biting into your first slice after you've finished walking through the aisles. At most Costco's, you can even call ahead and place your order over the phone, ensuring a pizza that's hot, fresh, and ready when you are. Costco famously sells just a few different kinds of pizza. There's plain cheese, pepperoni, and the combo pie that consists of pepperoni, bell peppers, onions, olives, sausage, and mushrooms. But what if you wanted extra cheese, or a half-and-half pie with pepperoni only on one side, or a combo with no onions, or extra mushrooms? For the most part, the Costco food court will try to work with you to accommodate your requests. When it comes to extra toppings, this seems to be left to the whims and attitude of whomever is preparing your pizza, according to a Costco employee who dished on Reddit. It apparently depends on how busy the store is and how easygoing the managers and supervisors are. But some requests may just be a bridge too far. For example, whatever you do, don't try to ask for that combo pizza with no onions. Many Costco food courts insist that their vegetable blends are pre-mixed, which would make leaving just one ingredient out practically impossible. Costco hot dogs are custom manufactured into quarter-pound, high-quality behemoths that can satisfy even the hungriest of customers. Adding a fountain soda brings the total cost of the combo up to a scant $1.50, which is mere change when you compare it to other fast food meals. And this isn't just a great value, it's also delicious. Unlike the typical boiled-to-death wieners you might expect from a gas station, the Costco hot dog is an impressive, meaty sausage with lots of smoky notes reminiscent of a backyard barbecue. It bears more than a passing resemblance to a kielbasa, but without all of the gnarly nuggets of fat and gristle you'd find in a more coarsely ground smoked sausage. The all-beef hot dog isn't the only reason why this snack is so delicious, as the bun represents the gold standard in hot dog vessel technology. It's almost impossibly soft, but its most impressive feature is its ability to withstand the onslaught of as many toppings as good judgment allows you to add. No matter how much mustard, ketchup, or relish you squirt on, the bun never breaks down, gets soggy, or falls apart. It's something pretty close to magic, and all that for $1.50.
The hot dog and drink are a fantastic deal of $1.50, same price they've been for 30 years.
When it comes to maxing out your ratio between highest possible number of calories and lowest possible price, additional toppings can make all the difference between a meal that will leave you full for the rest of the afternoon and one that will have you scrounging for crumbs in your car a few minutes after eating. At Costco, there are more opportunities for free additional toppings than you may think, even in the case of the humble hot dog. In addition to the ketchup, mustard, and sweet pickle relish that you can apply as you see fit, many Costco locations also have some extra options tucked away behind the counter. These include diced raw onions and a vat of sauerkraut that's all free for the asking. Just like that, your standard issue hot dog has been transformed into a smorgasbord of additional texture, briny flavor, and those all-important extra calories without adding extra cost.
That's an all-beef hot dog. I'm fairly certain that that cow had a very high quality of life.
While pizza and hot dogs are available everywhere and universally awesome, you may find you start to get a little tired of them every now and then. Luckily, it turns out that Costco food court menus may vary a little bit by location. While Costco food courts always carry their stable standard offerings, many also add an extra item or two to try and incorporate a little local flavor into their menus. For example, Canadian Costco's often feature crispy chicken wings, bargain priced at just $6.99 for 10 wings. They've also got a take on French Canadian poutine, which consists of French fries soaked in cheese curds and brown gravy. Some California locations feature the al pastor salad, which costs $4.99 and comes loaded with chopped romaine, fresh vegetables, and a soy-based protein spiked with Mexican seasonings. And if you love chicken teriyaki, you can even find that at some Costco's, though you'll probably have to visit a location in Japan to do it. When hunger hits, nobody wants to be confronted by the sight of a mile-long line outside a Costco food court. After all, when you're hungry, waiting even a few extra minutes can seem like an eternity. But instead of rage tweeting about it, consider the fact that long lines at Costco can often translate into fresher, better, hotter food. It makes sense if you think about it. When lines are long, it means that more food is getting turned over more quickly, which makes it less likely that you'll end up with a slice of pizza that was prepared hours before or a chicken bake that's past its prime. There's no need to even ask employees to make sure your order is fresh.
I feel like I know you well enough to know your mind is blown right now.
That was really good.
You haven't been this happy since your wedding day.
Cold churros are a major bummer. Nobody wants an old hot dog, and a chicken bake whose insides have congealed into a rubbery mass can ruin your whole day. But at the Costco food court, unlike many notable fast food establishments, you don't have to accept your bad luck by choking down your tepid meal and hoping for a better experience next time. As it turns out, that's just not the Costco way. At Costco, food court employees want you to have a good experience, so they'll happily offer a replacement for any less than fresh, subpar items at no additional cost. Just remember that when requesting a replacement, that the people who work in the service industry are human beings just like the rest of us. Thus, scoring an extra helping of please and thank you can work wonders for greasing the wheels on scoring some piping hot fresh food. That's something to keep in mind at any dining establishment, but it might just be especially true at Costco. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more mashed videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.